Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Huskers will put it away to start the game. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Rebels offense will be first on the attack. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third downs. Their first opportunity, that one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense headed onto the field. Now our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be third and long. Gets the back moving. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Markway. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Barney. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot...
Touchdown, Huskers! First points of the day are on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's James. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready.
There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Brings up second down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds a man in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
The Huskers will have it first and 10. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Going for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Going for the marker on the ground. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
That's a risky play call there, fourth and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Brings up second down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Nebraska 7,
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. To the air, it's Raiola. Caught over the middle, it's Markway. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They want to run it left here. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Give to the running back. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's got him. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense, quick tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that...
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Defense showing blitz here. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal and in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Passes takes him still on his feet. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters at Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to pass, it's Raiola. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Johnson. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Gashes the heart of the knee. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Now they'll run the draw. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first.
There he goes. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. We know that this offense can work into play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
Intercepted to stop the threat.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's key. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll run for it. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I tell you what, if you told them they were going to be 3 for 3 now on 4th downs, they'd have said yes, please, and that's why they're winning the game right now. You get an extra down so often, you have so much success. This offense is cooking, especially on 4th down.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he's looking really good.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Barney. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Got it near midfield. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Toss to the outside. On his feet at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Right back to the well. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Huskers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They pushed the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has shown little to no mercy today, and they look like they're moving in for the finishing blow. They're trailing by 27 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On the run, fires downfield. On target to the left. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice,